Welcome to Chat with T. I'm your host, Miss T. Let's get right into it. Ooh, mm-mm-mm. You know, this particular, I guess you could say, reaction is related to P. Diddy. I know you want to hear about it, right? We've heard so many things about P. Diddy. Every time I see P. Diddy, Sean Combs, I just, like, oh, can we stop? Like, I don't want to hear anymore. Like, what else could what else could we possibly hear? What else could he have possibly done? Like, come on. Like, it's like, golly, so much, and moving on. Let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. So, I'm going to share with you what I heard and what I read. Okay, the information came from page 6, known for their celebrity news. All right, this is about Terrence Howard. And, I haven't seen Terrence Howard since, um, his role as I went black, I can't think of the show. His role as what's the name's husband, and which I did love him in that role, and I've always thought he was a very handsome guy. Um, but I can't think of the name of the show. But I can't think of the show right now. But I'm gonna move on because I'm gonna get into what he's talking about, and I'm curious. And I'm gonna also, here we go. Let's just get into it. Sean Diddy Combs tried to have blank X with him. I don't bend over in that way. He is a mess. Say what now? Terrence said he don't bend over in that way. Over in that way. Okay, all right. Terrence Howard has made a shocking claim in a new interview with Sean Diddy Combs, who is facing federal trafficking charges and a host of assault lawsuits. Attempts to come on to him. Who did I'm gonna keep reading, but I just can't help but vent and trip out. Like, who has he not come on to in the industry? I'm starting to wonder. Who? Are people just coming out? I mean, come on. God. Mm-mm-mm. Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come teach him wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. The Hustle and Flow star, 56, alleged on the PBD podcast Friday. However, Howard claimed that when he would visit Combs, 55, to work on acting material, the embattled rapper would just be sitting and looking at him. Ooh, P. Diddy. P. Mm-mm-mm. Now, what's name is handsome? Yeah, I think he's a handsome guy. To me anyway. The Get Rich or Die Trying actor alleged that Combs then acted too real to hear his music, but when he tried to playing it for him, the Bad Boy Records founder was allegedly once again just sitting there. Terrence, and you know what he wanted? You know what he wanted? Howard said he was confused by his alleged behavior, so he asked his assistants for clarity. Really? Howard's assistant allegedly responded, I think he's trying to you, which prompted the Iron Man actor to allegedly cut off all communication with the Combs moving forward. Now, to be hands off with somebody, Howard explained before noting he allegedly had similar experiences with a number of producers whom he had to threaten to punch or knock their head off. Wow. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. The best man star added on the podcast. I've lost business because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that. Because the man card means everything. Page 6 has reached out to Combs reps for comment, but did not immediately hear back. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's just crazy. It's what it is. Okay. Howard's allegations come 10 years after Page. Here's the thing. Howard's allegations come 10 years after Page 6 exclusively reported that Combs had banned his sons from appearing on the actor's hit show Empire, which I couldn't think of earlier, which I used to love watching Empire. Sources told us that so he banned his sons. His banned son's going to be on the show because he was mad because they stopped talking. Puffy. Sources told us at that time the last night rapper's stepson Quincy Brown was guaranteed a part on the Fox drama, but Combs halted that when he learned a portion of his music rights would be signed over. Diddy knocked up a huge stink and called all the top brass of the 20th Century Fox TV to get them to change their rules over music rights, but they didn't. But he didn't get his way, an insider claimed. He said there was no way his son was signing over his intellectual property, so he banned him from the show. I don't know. They actually, okay. I don't blame him. To me, in my opinion, I don't blame him about that. It's unclear whether Combs' decision had anything to do with his apparent stained relationship with Howard. Maybe. The Oscar nominee is the first major celeb to accuse the All About the Benjamins rapper of actually trying to have XX with him. Because, others like Nick Cannon denied it. Justin Bieber, the music's mogul's former mentee, has tried to distance himself from the rumors. He tried, but we have our thoughts and we're speculations, okay? Dozens of men and women who are not famous have come forward. So I'm not going to get into all of that because we did it out yet. We are did out. I am. I don't know about you. But I thought I'd share that. But the thing about it is I think it's interesting. I know people can come out and speak when they want to speak, and people can do what they want to do and do for them at what time, whenever. But it's just always crazy because, look, why did it take him? Did he come out because this really happened? And I kind of believe it because he's a good-looking guy with he's gorgeous eyes, and he was in that life, but that particular lifestyle. But does it? Why is he not right now? What is he coming out? Why is he saying it now? I think sometimes people come out and say things just for clout. Or is he, but what is the purpose of him coming out to say it now? Because everybody else came out and said it? I don't know. I just always want to know what is the purpose of him coming out now to express that what P. Diddy did. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying what made him come out now. I'm not saying he can't and couldn't and shouldn't, but why now? That's my question. But it doesn't matter. It all seems crazy. What are your thoughts? Do you think Terrence Howard came out just for clout? Or why do you think he just not came out and decided to share about Sean Diddy Combs? Did he come out now because he feels like he's safe to come out? Because P. Diddy is done? Or did he come out because he was just seeking clout, or both? Let me know what you think down in the comments section. As I always say, we can't change anyone else. We can only change ourselves. Focus on the things you can control and not on the things you can't. I'll be back with another thank you and goodbye.